Okay, so I'll start with the HTML practical session today, and today I'm going to discuss with the frame set concept. So basically, frame set, it's a HTML frames are used to divide your browser window into the multiple sections where each section can load a separate HTML document. It's a collection of frames in browser window and known as frameset. The window is divided into frames in a similar way the tables are organized into rows and columns. Someone wants to join the session. Okay. So I'll show you the output. See, basically you can see this is my browser window, right? So in this browser window you can see only the one page, and here I have written frame 1, right? So you can create your own document. If suppose in same window with multiple windows, maybe that those windows I want to arrange in the column order or the row order, that depends on you, right? How you want to divide your whole screen, whole browser window in multiple sections, right? So that depends on the user how you want to divide it. But you at same window you can open a multiple web pages. So here I have created let's say 3 different frames. This is frame 1, frame 2 and frame 3, right? So just to identify the different frames I have applied different colors, right? And this same frame I want to see in one window, right? So in this web page you can see that I have divided my browser window in 3 different sections, right? And I have load 3 different documents, right? So you can see the dark pink color, light pink color, I mean the kind of the purple shade, pink shade and yellow shade, right? So it's a mistake, I have written here frame 1, it should be frame 2. And just to identify that this is the different page and different document, so I have given the statement like frame 1, frame 2 and frame 3, right? Instead of this you can actually upload or load your existing document. Maybe you have created order list web page, unorder list web page or table web page, right? So in this much area you can load your document. If the contents are not able to adjust in this size, so you'll get a scrolling bar, the horizontal and vertical scrolling bar as well, right? So since in this web page I have only like 5 to 6 characters in document, so you'll not get the scroll bar section, right, in each document. If you have more content to display on the page and the area, uh, the screen you have divided, that is not sufficient, right, for those content, so you'll get the scrolling bar, right? You don't have to write anything for that, right? It will come automatically and you can scroll your content up and down and like for horizontal left and right, right? So this is how you can divide your screen into the multiple window. Here I have divided my screen according to the column. You can also divide the screen in row or combination of both rows and columns, right? So this is the output. Now we have to learn how to divide this screen, I mean how to use the frame set, right? So for that you'll require four documents. The one document where you're going to divide your screen, the whole screen, the, you can say, the main master page or the frame set page, right, in which you are going to say your browser that you want to divide your screen in, let's say, in three different sections, and as per the column 1 size is this much, column 2 size is this much, and column 3 size is this much, right. So as per that you can divide it, and then after you require a more 3 page, if it is already existing, so no need to create, right, but and if it is not, then you have to create another 3 files, so total 4 file you require, uh, file 2, file 3, and file 4, right. So main frame set file for the whole document, and this is file 1, document 1, document 2, and document 3. Now I'll show you. See, okay, let's see, okay, we'll see the limitation afterwards. I'll show you the code. See, so in HTML, right, you can use a frame set, and you have to, I mean, to create a frame set, we have a frame set tag and the attribute which is called calls, because I want to arrange my, I mean, I want to divide my window as per the columns, so I'm going to use calls, right. If you want to divide it in as per row, so you can write rows, and the percentage area also you want to apply. Let's say I want to divide my whole screen in, the first section should be like 25%, 20%, and again 25%, right. So instead of that, I'll adjust with, let's say this is 45% and 15%. I'll save it and refresh it. Since the calculation, see, the 100% calculation, see, 15 plus 15, sorry, 10, 5, 6, and 7. Control S. You can see the difference, right. This is 45%, 45, 20, and 35, right. Let's see, we'll make it 10%. Save and refresh. See, so this is 45%, this is 20%, and this is 10% area of your screen, right. So you can adjust like that. Now after the frame set, see, you have to open a frame set tag and 3 section if you want to create, so you have to use a frame tag inside the frame set tag, right. So frame, and the attribute is src. Src is called source, right. So you have to give the existing file name, let's say frame1.html, frame2.html, and frame3.html, right. And then after you have to close a frame set. See, frame is a open and tag, you can say, right. I have not closed it, it's like your br tag, empty tag hai ye, right. So no, if you are not going to close your tag, the frame tag, it is okay, right? But the frame set tag, you have to close it. So you have to open the frame set tag, decide the sections in which, I mean, you want to divide your screen in as per the rows or the columns. So see, I'll show you. Instead of calls, you can write rows. So instead of columns, your screen is going to be divided as per the row, right? And as per the percentage you have applied in your code. I hope you people are getting this concept. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में
Yes,
आ रहा है
ma'am.
ना?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So the 3 documents I have created, so instead of that you can make changes with that. So this is as simple as it is, right? See, in frame 2, frame 3, the main and the menu. Let me open. Meanwhile, we'll discuss the limitations of frameset. So the limitations is the smaller device cannot cope with the frames, often because the screen is not big enough to be divided up, because we don't know I mean end user resources, right? Because in which device your end user is going to be open your web page, right? So that reason it's a difficult situation, right? Because it will not adjust the screen and you not get all the content, right? Sometimes your page will not display differently. Sometimes your page will be displayed differently on different computers due to the different screen resolution. Yes, because the size of the screen and the resolution of the screen, right, is different. So this is also the limitations of the frame set. The browser back button might not work as the upper hopes. There are still few browsers that do not support frame technologies, right? So the some browsers won't support the frame set, right? So but you don't worry, supports the frame set, so not an issue for us. Next slide. So these 4 are the limitations. So as I have already discussed, so I'm going to discuss the same syntax again. To use the frames on a page, we use a frame set tag, the tag instead of the body tag, right? Remember, you don't have to use a body tag because you are not going to load your one document, but instead of one document you are going to load a multiple document, right? So that's it. The frameset tag defines how to divide the window into the frames. The rows attribute of the frameset tag defines the horizontal frames, and calls attribute defines the vertical frames. Each frame is indicated by frame tag, and it defines which HTML document shall open into the frame. So the syntax, you can see that the frame set rows 40 20 20. Remember, you have to write the double quote and comma, right? And same way frame set calls. Here are the rows calls. We have a border of the frame set, you can specify like 5 to specify the width of the border of each frame set pixels. The frame border, let's 0 to specify whether a three-dimensional border should be displayed between frames, so you can use these attributes. The